No time to talk today. I gotta get to the roof. This door. Come on, load faster. Yes! Yes! Okay, I wish that Okaiichi Robo Happy Richie also would get a port to the United States. Wait, that's not a shooting star. What was that? Whoa, aliens. You aren't gonna probe me, are you? Then what do you want? Game review? But I already had a 3-part video essay planned about how Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was actually the best fighting game of 2017. Geez, fine, I'll do it. God, first living things to visit this arcade in years, and they bring knives. The story begins with Cosme on his way to the most fearsome planet in the galaxy, Earth. There, he must prove himself in his home's most sacred art, pranking people. You aren't alone though, ignoring all the humans, as each stage has you compete against another student in the art of mischief across 8 arenas. Gameplay keeps it simple. You suck people up with your ray gun, and then you disguise yourself as them through one of the UFOs around the map. Each disguise comes with various pranks that you can use to squeeze every penny you can out of people, or more optimally, your opponent. Occasionally you'll get a virus instead of an item, which will slowly corrupt your other items and destroy your disguise. That's the basis, though each stage mixes this up to a different degrees. Got that out of the way, that was easy. And you certainly aren't going in unarmed. Your arsenal spans across the many classic pranks of the generations, such as pie in the face, spring-loaded boxing glove, screaming, putting people at risk of tetanus, gun, police dogs attacking civilians, being eaten by sharks and turning into a pile of bones. My favorite is the entire Tyrannosaurus Rex. And of course, I'm sure you've gotten a good gander at the variety of stages. Each one has their own gimmicks, along with where even wackier events ensue. Oh ho, so much fun happening. My personal favorites are the casino stage, the Aztec stage, and how could I go 2 minutes without talking about Raccoon City? Capcom didn't certainly hold back in their marketing, just look at the back of the box. Forget Dante from the Devil May Cry series, we're featuring Nemesis and Jill Valentine. No love for Carlos, I guess, even though he's there too. The stage itself actually plays fairly differently, with your opponent teaming up with you to go against Nemesis. And yes, Jill and Carlos are both disguise candidates for this stage, giving you armored tank power-ups to beat them over the head with. Seriously, it's hard to find information about this game, both official and non, that doesn't just smack you over the head with, by the way, Resident Evil 3. They really wanted you to know about it. Personally, I'm more interested in this Sissel lookalike. The final boss is against your very own sensei, and after beating the game's 8 stages, you're awarded with a wait, seriously? Come on. You can then play through the game with any of the other characters, each with their own signature prank. Playing through the game as Sensei will unlock the final character, Cosme Sr., who uses every character's signature prank. If it seems like I blew through this quick, that's because I did. This game takes like an hour to complete once you know what you're doing. That being said, it is the sort of game you do want to play over and over again, especially to get good. Challenges that caused you trouble on your first playthrough are fun to just curb stomp your second time round. And at the peak, you can start cashing out your opponents entirely, causing them to forfeit once they reach 0. Blocking your opponent from using UFOs after busting their disguise is key. And yes, I do spend too much time thinking about tech for obscure PlayStation 2 games. And playing around with each stage's gimmicks are cool too. We talked about Raccoon City, but Pranksylvania also has you playing co-op against an army of Grim Reapers. Most of the time here, you're going to be playing babysitter for your less than stupid partner. Faroe Island gives you a bunch of ramps to throw bowling balls down, and that's going to be on top of the boulders that the island perpetually pukes out. Big Booty Bay is only fun because of the name. The cannonballs launched during panic time actually land too fast for you to escape while undisguised, completely draining your wallet. However, putting your opponent in that situation can lead to some pretty big leads. Keep that in mind. Anyways, I think that's enough talking about the actual game. If you want to see more detail, I suggest playing it, considering it's only like an hour for a playthrough. Besides, I'm sure bigger YouTubers have probably already covered the game in the time it took for me to stop being lazy and actually finish this video. Anyways, this was all to get to the real meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about, so let's dive into that instead. Eagle-eyed viewers probably noticed that this clip I used looks nothing like the actual game. That's because it's beta footage from a way early E3 trailer. There's some notable differences, such as the ray gun's extended range, the ability to transform without a UFO, and some eagle-eyed viewers may have noticed the eyeball meter. I assume this is to gauge how exposed you are. I feel like this game had a lot more of a stealth focus earlier in development, as the eyeball meter shows up yet again in an even earlier Japanese trailer. Eagle-eyed viewers may also notice that some of the items are sorta out of place in these shots. The one thing I find most interesting is the difference in stage layouts. Stages featured look pretty similar, albeit with notable differences, except for Big Booty Bay, which takes place at an entirely different time of day. No idea why they would change this. I think it looks much more interesting at night. And most of the work on it looks already done. It's not like dynamic lighting was really a thing back then. It probably took a bit of work to convert that. It also looks like stages were larger in general in this early trailer, though it's hard to tell due to a lack of a minimap. And while we're browsing the web, why not take a peek at the official site for this game? I miss these old gaming sites that... yeah. I suddenly got a sinking feeling in my stomach, as if millions of websites suddenly cried out in terror, and were suddenly silenced. Anyways, as Americans, we missed out on a big push for this game, and the primary mascots. No, not this big inflatable Cosme, these two ladies. Moe Kirimura and Ayakuro are the names of the two Japanese idols who make up the unit referred to as the Panic Girls. Get it? Because the Japanese name of the game is Panic Makers. It's just so weird to me that Capcom hired these two hot ladies to try and sell this game of all things. Not only are they featured in advertisements for the game, but they're actually in the game as well. On the first stage, you may notice two unique NPCs. Well, in the Japanese version, they are properly labeled as the two idols, complete with voice lines provided by them. Want to see them record these voice lines in bikinis? Well, the Japanese version of the game and website contain behind-the-scenes footage of them in the booth. Because, you know. There's also some additional pushing of Resident Evil, including some shots of the upcoming 2002 movie. Ooh, here we have Japanese musician and producer Daisuke Asakura, who did a guest composition for the game. If you're looking to see him in concert, you might have missed your chance to buy tickets by just a little bit. Well, not sure who that is. Well, me neither. I understand he's big in the Japanese dance music scene, so that's cool. I think he has a track in one of the Dance Dance Revolution games. His contribution is pretty good though. It's what's been playing in the background this whole time. And back to the girls. A lot of these images have been lost to time. The Wayback Machine can only do so much. But this old commercial made it out intact, so let's check this out.
Capcom.
Yeah, that seems about right. I suppose the last thing to do is snag our complimentary computer wallpaper and be on our way. And that was a look under the skin of Under the Skin. Anyways, if you'll excuse me, I just gotta get out of here, suckers.
I'm dead.